a very warm welcome to yet another amazing session of the most awaited series, Printex. This is Sweta Roy, your English Master Teacher at Vedantu, and today we will be starting with two stories about flying. Right, so I hope you have already visited the Umang session, which was, there already, right, on these two stories where we, covered both the stories, First Flight as well as the Black Aeroplane. So today we are going to cover, the extract based question, long answer type question, short answer type question for 2 marks as well as 3 marks. Talking about the English schedule, guys, we have already covered till this one. Okay, so four sessions we have already done. So I hope you are enjoying, right? So do let me know whether this is going to be helpful. This is being helpful for you, right? So we will be continuing till 15th December, and this is the schedule for physics. Then we have chemistry, math, and biology, and of course your SST again continuing till 14th. So guys, if you are enjoying the video, do not forget to share it among your friends, because the more you share your knowledge, the more it is going to increase. So don't be selfish so as to not to share with your friends, because most of you do that, right? So let me tell you one thing. Two things in your life, happiness and knowledge. The more you share, the more it is going to increase. And uh, unhappiness or sadness, right, the more you share, the more it is going to reduce. दुख जितना बांटोगे कम होगा, खुशी जितनी बांटोगे बढ़ेगी, और knowledge भी जितना बांटोगे उतना ज़्यादा मिलेगा, right? So do that, guys, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Homework answer of, regarding the proper upbringing, right, which I gave you in the previous class. So definitely you need to talk about the upbringing. You can read through the slide, right, which is a critical part in the personality development of the child. So here we need to discuss 2 or 3 points. I will quickly glance through the points. First of all, you need to say how Amanda feels trapped and suffocated. Okay, so she feels suffocated, she feels trapped in this travesty, and her creativity is not finding place. She is not able to explore, right? So as parents, what do we need to do? Because adolescent adolescence is a period of storm and stress, so we need to understand the child. We need to explore, we need to let them explore their world and show their independence, because they feel that they are fiercely independent. They want to exhibit their independence at this point of time, so we should help them in doing that. Of course, be a guideline for them, but not force things. And the most important part is we need to strike a balance between uh, prioritizing the child's need, and definitely we need to balance the child and the society, and we need to prioritize the child's need over the expectations of the society, because the society tries to set norms and expects every child to fit into that norm, which is not at all possible, because every child is unique, right? So that is what we need to pay attention to, and we need to focus on. So that is very, very important. And coming to the next one, that is today's session, of course, we will be starting with that, with a beautiful quote. Expect more from yourself than from others. That means you can see it is talking about the quality of self-reliance and self-confidence, right? Which is again an issue in the very first chapter that we are going to cover, that is his first flight. Let us move through the very first lesson. You can see, you can read through the extract, and do tell me which story has the extract been taken from. Come on, in the chat box. So you can see this word wings spread outwards. So definitely you have understood, right? It's taken from his first flight. And reading the extract, where exactly what point are we talking about? The point when his mother, used the fish as a trap, as a bait, right, to help him to take his first flight, right? That portion. So let us see the questions. What did the young seagull feel the next moment? My mother by his side, His wings spread outwards, felt the cold wind, or none. Quickly. So, yes, the next moment the young seagull felt his wings spread outwards. Absolutely good, absolutely perfect. Moving ahead is, what did the young seagull's mother do? Swooped past him, tried to help him, or fed him some fish. Oh, sorry, this should be none of the above. Okay, sorry for that. Yes, you got it correct. It should be the first answer. Okay, that is swooped past him and made a loud noise with her wings. Right. Next is, you need to find a word from the passage that means the same as. Same as means synonym. Okay, synonym of high in the air. That is, of course, soaring. Right? Soaring, soar means to fly high up in the air. Moving ahead is the next extract, which is, of course, from the word Dakota, you can understand, has been taken from the black aeroplane. So the first question is, how was the weather? How was the weather when the pilot started flying? Bad, okay, cloudy and couldn't see, okay, anything. So when the pilot started flying, okay, when he started flying, okay, and or it was a clear weather, or none of the above. Please let me know your answers. Let me see how many of you get confused and how many of you can answer it correctly. As I emphasize on the word started, so you can see through the extract, when he started flying, okay, there wasn't a cloud, it was a clear sky. So definitely the weather was clear. Okay, chalo. Next question is, why was the pilot flying his old Dakota aeroplane? To enjoy his morning breakfast, to enjoy the beautiful view of the ocean, or there were no other ways to get back on England, or none of the above? Let's have a look. Yes, to enjoy his holiday with his family. Next question is, again, word similar, synonym for hoping with pleasure. High up, dreaming, looking forward to. You look forward to means you are filled with pleasure, right? You hope with pleasure. You look forward. I'm looking forward to see you all in my next class. That means I am hoping with pleasure that you all come again in my next class. So that is the correct answer. And now we will be moving to the next type. That is the short question of 2 marks. So how did the young seagull and his family celebrate his first flight? So that portion where he already had taken his first flight and his family celebrated. Here you need to mention 2 important points. That is about the dogfish and about the joy that they had and about the praise that they gave him. 2 or 3 points you need to mention. You can frame your own sentences. So dogfish, please remember that whenever you also achieve something, your family members celebrate by either by distributing sweets, or you celebrate by partying with your friends, right? So exactly that is the case with the seagull as well. So remember partying, and then you remember dogfish as well. Okay, moving ahead is the next one. Why did the writer follow the pilot of another aeroplane? Why do you think so? Of course, because he had no other alternative, right? And he was stuck in the storm. He had lost contact with the control room, and equipments had also stopped working, right? So he was unable to see anything. And the pilot of the other aeroplane, he was trying to get him out of the storm. So the narrator, having no other alternative, followed him like a child. Okay, so now tell me, guys, are you enjoying and want to join us, gain 100% marks and 100% knowledge? Yes, thrilled? Unlimited live classes with fun and high level quizzes. Compete with the students throughout the world. Interactive replays with live quizzes and leaderboards. Premium downloadable content with handwritten notes of master teachers. In-class doubt solving with quality tests and assignments. Free 5,000 plus micro courses, free crash courses for competitive exams. And less is more, which means in more you get more classes in lesser price. Isn't that very amusing, guys? Amazing feature. So you need to visit just the link in the description box and use the coupon code SWRPRO And you are going to get 50% off from 25th November to 30th November. This is Printex special offer. So you use the coupon code, and this is the cost for 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. So you save 50% in 1 month, 32 in 3 months, and 38 in 6 months. That's super duper amazing. So that comes down to 6 rupee per class for 1 month, 9 rupees per class for 3 months, 8 rupees per class for 6 months, which is even lesser than a packet of Lays, right? So you just need to visit the link in the description box and use the coupon code SWRPRO. Now coming back to the 3 marks answer. Very simple question. How did the seagull get over his fear of flying over the sea? Okay, that is very simple. And this we have already done in the extract also, right? Extract based question. So absolutely that answer you need to present here. So initially definitely he was afraid and he would be, he was fearing that he would drown. But after that, after his all the efforts made by his family to encourage him, which failed miserably, they decided to teach him a lesson. They left him unattended. Okay, he was starving. His mother was compelled, she compelled him to fly. How? By using food as a trap, or you can also say as a bait, B-A-I-T. Okay, that also means the same as trap. Okay, she tore a piece of fish that lay at her feet, and then he cried in hunger while his mother screamed back angrily. But he kept crying, so he was actually pleading her mother to give him some food. And that turned into a joyful scream at the sight of his mother flying towards him. So this is the kind of description that you need to give, right? He got excited because he thought that his mother was coming near him and in order to feed him. But suddenly she stopped not too far from him. Out of excitement and hunger, he dived at the fish without realizing that he was afraid to fly. Thus, he got over his fear, made his successful first flight. This can also be included if you are asked about the title of the story with a little bit of modification in the introduction part, which would be related to the question. Okay, guys, so next question. What did the writer feel inside the clouds? Okay, so basically he was panic stricken. Right? He was panic stricken, anxious, right? He was afraid, right? These are the words that you can use, keywords, right? And then frame your answer, है ना? So he entered the cloud, it became impossible to see outside, he had lost contact with the Paris control room, his equipment stopped working, he was extremely anxious about his safety. Very simple. Next question is of 5 marks, for which you have to answer. Do you think the seagull's family loved him? Describe their attitude. What do you think? Please do answer me in the chat box. Do you think they loved him, or do you think that they were being harsh with him? So yes, they were being harsh with him, but that does not mean that their intention was not correct. Okay, so they actually tried a lot of times. They made a lot of efforts to make him fly by scolding him, threatening him. But every time the efforts failed, and finally they left him unattended. They threatened him and made him starve. They did right. Why? Because they wanted to teach him the importance of confidence and self-reliance. That is very, very important, because one cannot depend throughout his lifetime on his parents, right? So it's important for everybody to learn to learn to be self-dependent. So for him, it was important to learn to fly, to dive, to search for his own food. So definitely it was their love, care, and concern for the seagull, young seagull. And the last question is, how did the writer, no, this is not the last question, I guess. How did the narrator get out of the storm? Okay, this is very, very important question. So first of all, you have to mention what happened with him in the storm. He was stuck, right? And when he was trying to fly to his home to enjoy his holiday, right? And suddenly he saw the appearance of the mysterious black aeroplane, right? So you can also add appearance of mysterious black aeroplane, okay, with no lights on his wings, right? And on its wings, and the pilot of that black aeroplane wanted him to follow, so having no other option, he obeyed him like a child. He was very happy, more than happy. He was relieved. He found relief, okay, because he was already panic stricken, right? So then the storm, he followed him throughout the storm, came out of the clouds. He was also panicking because there were very less amount of fuel left, right? However, finally he saw the lights of the runway. This should be in small, right? And he landed safely. This is how he finally landed safely, came out of the clouds and landed safely. So I hope you enjoyed the session and you are thorough with all the important question answers, right? So what you need to do is, what we have done today is extract based question, long answer, short answer of 2 marks as well as 3 marks. So now this is your homework question. All parental apps are for the betterment of the children. You need to justify the statement, taking key points from the lesson, which is almost similar to the question that we have done today. That is the attitude of the parents, okay, towards the seagull. Basically the same question, just with a little bit of modification in the introduction. So just change the intro, okay, introduction will be according to the question, and basically the content will be almost similar to this question that we have already covered. So see how you can be given different, how they can frame different question, same question in a different manner, in a different language, right? So you have to understand exactly what they are trying to ask you and then answer the question, right? I hope you will be able to answer this question as well. And do not miss out the next session of on the ball poem, guys. And the previous session, guys, we have covered the tiger in the zoo and Amanda. If you have missed out that, guys, please do watch it, because we have covered 2 poems, which is very, very important. Today also we covered 2 stories, right? So before you go, guys, do not forget to hit the like button and visit the link in the description box. Use the coupon code SWRPRO and like, share, subscribe. Okay? Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye. See you all in the next session in the ball poem. Right? Bye-bye.